So first and foremost, I go in with my primer. The primer is from Signature and it's the Prime Perfect with vitamin A and vitamin B, which I like because I have acne prone skin and I'm still recovering from hyperpigmentation. So, it just does the job, multiple jobs. So I like to spread it out evenly on my face, no patches. These are the concealers you're gonna see throughout the video. Now this is the most important step in my makeup routine, my eyebrows. My eyebrows can make or break a makeup look. If I don't like my eyebrows, I don't like my makeup. It's that simple. So because my eyebrows are not the same shape, I have to fill them in and then shape them properly so that they look like twins and not sisters. So I just fill it in with a darker brown eyebrow pencil and I just go in where I feel like it's empty. So it's normally like right in the beginning and then towards the end. And then I go in with this concealer. This specific concealer is only for eyebrows because of the brush. It's an easy application. So I go on the bottom of my eyebrow and then at the top. And then I just go according to the shape that I want for the specific look. Like my eyebrows are not always going to be the same size. Sometimes I like it a bit smaller and then sometimes I like them like properly thick. And then I just conceal it out, erase it out. I'm quite new to makeup, so I'm still learning all these terms and namings. So for now, it's erasing and concealing out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then I just like to, conceal it out and make it look as natural as possible because I love a natural eyebrow look. And then I was laughing by myself because I don't know why, it felt like a Mike Tyson tattoo when I did that. But now I'm just like erasing at the bottom to remove that line because there's always like a line at the bottom and it just bothers me because it looks like I literally went and put concealer and we don't want to look like that, right? Then I just brush it out and make sure that my eyebrows look full. A full eyebrow is a good look for me. Now it's time for foundation and I use the Rimmel 25-hour coverage foundation. My mom actually got me this foundation and it's the best thing. Like I can't even lie, it's the best thing. It gives me full coverage over my hyperpigmentation and I have oily skin, but it manages to keep my oily skin under the wraps. So it gives me an almost matte look. If that makes sense, you'll see. It gives me an almost matte look so that my skin it's not shining the whole time. I just love the coverage that it gives me because I do have hyperpigmentation and it just does the job. Like I don't have to put too much. That's why it's lasted me so long. So I go in with a sponge and then I brush it out just to make sure that I didn't leave any spaces. And then like you'll see, I do just under my chin because sometimes I forget, but I didn't today. Now this is my darkest concealer and I just do a line in the middle of my nose down to the bottom and on my eyelids. This is something new, concealing on my nose, because I'm literally experimenting with makeup and seeing what works for me. Because I feel like when I'm recreating other people's looks and I'm doing exactly what they're doing, it just doesn't sit well on me. But when I do it my own way, I'm like, okay, this makeup actually eats. I just have to know what works for me. So now I'm just brushing it out on my eyelids just so that it gives natural, like I'm all about a natural look, even though I'm wearing makeup. You get it though. And then I just brush out the line on my nose so that it's not too, bright. I like this line because it just gives my nose like, that edge. For me, I don't know if you see it, but I see it. And then I just go in with my finger just to make sure that the line isn't too pointed and too sharp. Now this is my lightest concealer, and this I'm putting under my eyes. I'm always seeing the makeup girlies do it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. So I've been trying it out, and I actually like the look that it gives me because it makes my eyes pop, and anything that makes my eyes pop for me is a yes. So I don't do too much because this is a very, very light concealer, so it looks like a lot, but it's like literally not that much. I just do 2 lines underneath, and I make sure that the line at the tip is like really pointed because it gives my eyes a bit of a lift, especially when I have baggy eyes or eye bags. And then this is my concealer that is the closest shade to my foundation, and when I don't feel like putting foundation, I use this concealer for coverage because it does the job. So now I'm just putting it to, I have no idea why I put it. It just felt like putting it, to be quite honest. And a trick that I learned from my mom is to put foundation and then put your concealer and then put your setting spray. It's gonna last for a long time, considering that Johannesburg is so hot. Guys, the sun is in Johannesburg right now because there's no reason for it to be this hot. So setting spray, I probably use it about 3 times in my makeup routine, especially when it's hot. So I'm just gonna blend it in and make sure that it's evenly spread out and sitting properly on my skin, because like I said, I also have open pores, so I have to make sure that it's sitting properly, because now I know that you need to take your time with your makeup. Because my makeup before, guys, like, I don't wanna lie, it was not sitting, it was not giving skin, it was literally just a slap on the face. And then I'm contouring while I'm attempting to contour. I'm still learning, so I go very lightly, I do dots. If you see me doing dots, just know I'm experimenting. So I do dots and I just brush it out. I'm still learning where to contour, because sometimes I see the line and then other times I really don't see it. But today it looks like I saw it, so I just contour on my cheeks, and I was tired, I'm sorry, excuse me. So I just contour the concealer, and then I go in with my other sponge to do the concealer under my eye. So I stroke it according to the way that I want it to go. So I saw another TikTok where the lady was like, we like to go in different directions on our face, and that actually affects the way the makeup is gonna sit. So if you want your foundation to go upwards, when you like putting it on or when you're brushing it out, go upwards, go with the flow, going up. That's why I say it gives me like a cat's eye when I do that, because I'm going up with it, if you know what I mean. And then I go in with my smaller brush to get right under my eyelid at the bottom, because sometimes that brush, I don't want to go too close to my eye because my eyes are going to start watering, and that's just going to ruin my day. So we're not doing that. And then I just make sure that I brush it and press it down so that it blends in. And now we're going in with blush. I was actually influenced by my best friend, to do blush. I didn't really like blush, but she's a blush girl, and I think I'm starting to like it. It just adds a bit of a rosy tint, but I don't feel like this blush is right for my skin. I think I need a warmer blush for my skin, but for now this will have to do. But I do like how it looks. I'm gonna explore other colors on blush, but for now pink will just have to do. I'm thinking of an orange because I feel like I have a warm undertone, which is why I dyed my hair brown, because I just feel like it just adds that to my look. So now I'm officially a brunette. Listen to me, I'm a brunette. I am a brunette. And then I'm just making sure that everything is settled into my skin so that it gives skin. I always want my makeup to look natural. Like I want to look like I have makeup but no makeup. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what I like. And I go in with a liquid liner, and then I just do dots on my beauty spots. Like I said, I love a natural look, so I want to bring out my natural features. So why not bring out my beauty spots? And then I'm just going to go in with some eyeshadow. So I do the darkest shade of brown that I have and the lightest shade of brown. So I start at the back and I do the darkest, just a little bit on the edges, and then I go in from the front, but not too much in the front with the dark one, just enough, because then I'm gonna put the lighter one on top of the darker one, right in the front corners. I'm still learning eye makeup and what works for me, so for now I'm keeping it simple. And then I'm going in with a bit of powder. It's a small powder that I have, the lightest one, and I do under my bags, because right now I have eye bags, so I'm just going under it and then on where I put my lightest shade of concealer. So I start with the lightest shade and then I move to the darker shade. And then the darker shade, I put it on my forehead where I feel like my forehead shines, especially in pictures, because when I get home, I'll see that a picture, my forehead is shining. So I like to put powder on my forehead where it normally shines. And then I'm going in and I'm just brushing it out with my big brush. Making sure it sits nicely. Now we're doing my lip combo. So I do a brown and a red, and these are my favorite pencils. My pencils for my lips, I use Essence because Essence is that girl. So I use the pencil that I use on my eyebrows first because it's darker and it just lasts a bit longer for me. And I just shape my lips before I go in with my Essence pencil. Now it's my Essence pencil. I like this pencil because it's got a bit of glitter. You don't see it, but I see it. It's got a bit of glitter, and I just outline my lips. And the way it was so hot, my pencils were melting. Please, the sun is in Johannesburg. Then I go in with my reddish pencil and I just go in on the rest of the lips basically. And then I like to brush it out because otherwise it looks cakey. Setting spray and a little bit more powder. This is the Rimmel powder that I use at the end because it just adds finishing touches. And then mascara. I really don't like putting mascara because it kind of gives me a headache because I open my eyes so wide. I don't know why. Then I put mascara. I really like mascara though because it just adds the final touch to the look and it brings out my eyes too. But the process is kind of irritating, I don't want to lie. It gives me a headache. And that's the look, y'all. This is my attempt on a latte cinnamon look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.